Hey, it's your boy, Dead Done,
Real life JT.
and y'all now tune in to another episode of Brother to Brother and Man to Man.
Oh,
Let's get it, let's get it. So today's episode is about respect and boundaries. So as y'all know, on this episode, we pretty much showcasing our bond, our relationship as friends, brothers, and as just as men. So within this topic, we're gonna be mostly diving into the lane of respect as friends and brothers, and then we're gonna go into the boundaries. So one thing that I can jump this conversation off is I believe, well, I know that we've got this far within our relationship because of the respect that we have for each other and comparing our relationship to others, you can kind of see the difference. You can see the difference of how people interact with us compared to us. And then some people might look at our friendship, because we talk about this from time to time. Some people might look at our relationship and try to compare it and seem as they have the same access to us as we do. And it's like, no, you haven't even earned that. You know what I'm saying? Like you haven't even earned that respect for real to have that side of me.
right.
So
Yeah, that's for sure, man. A lot of people just feel so obligated. Sometimes when you around the table, sometimes people be thinking that they really belong at the table. All the time, you just really here to witness like what's
yeah,
going on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
People don't tend to like sit down and really just pay attention a lot of time. They just sometimes people just jump into that fire. So
Hmm.
you'll learn real quick man, about that fire, man. Ain't that nice?
Come on now, man. You see the fire on the back of the like, real pressure around here, man. Like
Yeah,
real pressure.
yeah.
But yeah, and within any relationship for me, people know respect and loyalty. Like that respect and loyalty goes a long way. Like it's just how we was raised. Like we're gonna always give you the utmost respect until you show us otherwise. Like,
Yeah, you gotta start with respect. You gotta start that way. I believe truly like treat people like how I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So I would treat people the way I want to be treated. And sometimes people don't always come through on the end. But what I can honestly say about me and their relationship, brotherhood, is like we always respect each other to like the highest degree. So like that just go a long way, man. When it comes down to it. A lot of people just really lack that.
yeah,
They don't grade it as highly as it should be. Yeah,
and because we have so much respect for each other, we are able to continue to build our relationship to the next level. Because certain people you might have friends, and but y'all all know certain friends you can't tell them the real truth.
mm-hmm.
You know, you can't really be transparent with them like you really want to, you know, because y'all probably ain't built that relationship to that point. Y'all haven't built that rapport, built that respect to where even though you might say something that they might feel eerie about, they might take it a different type of way, but because your friend, your brother, sister may have just a certain level of respect for you, they're not gonna take it that way
Mm-hmm.
because they really know who you are. They know your intentions. They know your heart. So you can go further. You can go further in relationship. You can trust them with anything. You can trust their opinion. You can respect their opinion, you know, and not feel have no ill will about it, you
Right.
know. So if there's no real respect in the relationship, is it really a solid friendship? Is it really a solid relationship?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. It just all come with, like you said, respect is what earns trust. And then once that trust is in there, even though somebody Like a lot of people just can't have those uncomfortable conversations. So once you have that respect for somebody and it builds that trust, even if something really offend you or come out wrong, it all goes back to like that trust because you will see like the intentions of that person is not to harm you or make you like feel any type of way. Even if you do feel some type of way, you can kind of snap back into reality and just have those conversations. When it comes down to like respect, man, like a lot of respect comes with just having those uncomfortable conversations, the conversations that people like usually avoid because that's not common. People rather relationships, brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever you want to call it, to be just
Mm-hmm.
peachy clean, and we just gonna roll over every bump. It's cool to address those situations because that's what's gonna whole time make y'all. It's either gonna make or break y'all, man. And if
Facts.
it make y'all bond gonna get stronger. If it break y'all, then evidently the person wasn't ready for that conversation. It probably wasn't meant for y'all to be locked in. So that's just what come with it. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? It's the real shit.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, for real, for real. Cause having them come, cause when you trying to move forward in life, you gotta have them uncomfortable conversations. But you gotta respect that person to a certain level. Gather my thoughts. You gotta respect that person to a certain level, knowing that it's gonna be fine. Like this person got my best intentions for me. They got their best intentions for me. So it kind of goes back to that saying. Sometimes you got to get outside yourself. You got to get outside yourself because as humans, we have emotions. We can think one way, and the whole time it might not never be that way. It might not never be that way. But that respect, just by having that simple respect for somebody, man, it goes a long way, and it can really save relationships. For real, for real. A lot of people don't really have true respect, and then sometimes it kind of goes into just manners, just common manners, just having just the humanity of a human being, just having that common humanity respect for somebody.
Right.
Nowadays, it's lacked. It's lacked tremendously, and you kind of see it within other relationships. Like it's just certain things we just not gonna do to each other because we respect each other. And soon as somebody do something that just like they make you kind of like scratch your head or look upside the head, like why would you do that? Like it just shows a lack of respect. Like, and one thing about us, we do not tolerate no disrespect. Like, because when you disrespect, we gonna tell you about yourself. And if we don't have that bond to where I can't tell you about yourself and you can't just receive it, man, go ahead and get pushed to the side, man. Like I feel like that kind of goes into like a emotional stability. You gotta be able to control your emotions when something's not even going your way, but be able to sit back and take heed of the situation so you can be the best version of yourself.
Yeah,
You
real talk.
know,
Real talk, bro.
yeah.
That was real talk, man. A lot of times in certain relationships and brotherhoods and things of that nature, man, you won't really have to come across too much of like borderline respect conversations because if it's just naturally there, it be naturally there. Some
Mm-hmm.
people it's just naturally there. Some people respect more people than others. When it comes down to me personally, like I always been a person about respect. What I'm saying? That's one of the things I advocate when it comes down to even being in my life. But me and bro really locked in, man, it was just there wasn't nothing to really be said about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we already had that understanding. We was already
Mm-hmm.
on the same page of what we were looking for in like a friend or addition to a person in our life. You know what I'm saying? So when it just came to it, we always just had that relationship, that respect relationship where we know like what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Just lead to like the next part. It's like the boundaries. Like
Mm-hmm.
the respect so high, it's never really been a talk about boundaries because we use the time that we've been like locked in to learn about each other. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we already know how to move. You know what I'm saying? Just come with it. It's really levels to this. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
really levels,
it, it really is, man. And sometimes them boundaries, sometimes you sometimes somebody can even walk on the boundaries unintentionally, but having that respect for them to give them grace to even approach them in a respectable way to inform them on how, like, yeah, I know your intention wasn't wrong, but this is one of them boundaries that's like, yeah, we can't cross this. And you have to be man enough or woman enough to be able to take heed of that, and not get in your emotions about it. Because life is always a learning lesson. And even during the times where there's conflict, that's an opportunity for growth within that relationship to where you can build on that. It don't have to be friction all the time. There's a lot of people get into themselves, getting their emotions, and they turn the situation bigger than what it really have to be. Because the intention was never there to hurt that person, but it's okay to pinpoint or bring awareness to that person. Like, yeah, I didn't like you did how you did that. I didn't respect your tone. I'm gonna need you to talk to me with a better tone. I'm gonna need you to address me more respectfully. And one thing within our relationship, most of the time, like we just kind of already just knew. We knew what not to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty. Like I can say within our relationship, certain things just don't even have to be discussed.
It's common sense. It just come with it.
Yeah.
Come with it. Once you learn a person, you are already like you really like locked in. Some of
Yeah.
y'all like got those relationships. You locked in with somebody. Like what's up with them. I'm saying
Mhm.
that's the best way to really put it.
Yeah.
You know what's up. Like,
Yeah.
all right, so I know, bro, this, X, Y, Z. I don't give y'all no example. Y'all learn it for yourself. Hey, but real talk, once you learn that person and them boundaries, it don't even really be a conversation to be had because it's all fall in line with that respect. If you respect somebody to their highest degree, to the fullest degree, then you really won't have that conversation. Unless you do something obviously unintentionally,
Hmm.
and it's a conversation, then it's cool. But a lot of y'all need to understand that it's okay with just having, like I said, those uncomfortable conversations. It's not always um I know the word. I just know if I say it, I'm gonna stutter. It's not always confrontational. Yeah, like, oh, hey, you know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of change the way you look at stuff sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Be coming from somebody that you just respect. Sometimes you just gotta look at it from a different perspective. Take a minute, sit back. Don't always be so quick to respond. You gotta sometimes listen and just sit back. Don't listen and always react on rip because you may come out with your emotions. You know what I'm saying? That may not even be you talking, responding back. So
Hmm.
it all just really tie into everything, man. Like it's all just tied into it. The more you get more in tune with yourself, get out yourself, the more you can see what stuff really is for what it is.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Question. So, what's one of your like non-negotiable respect factors when it comes to unnecessary? It could be for a friendship or just regular acquaintance, just in life. What's one of your like number one? Like, I demand this respect. Like a situation where it's like, if this happened, I demand this type of respect.
I say like for the people that like know me, it's the certain level of appreciation that gotta come with me. You know what I'm saying? The people that I'm locked in with, everybody that know that really know me and I'm locked in with, they know like the type of person I am, the type of
Hmm.
stuff. I'm the type of person I'm gonna get my shirt off my back, and I ain't just talking like I'm really like that. So it's
So,
just like a certain respect, a certain appreciation that comes with it, which is labeled as respect. I'm one of those people where I just demand that I'm real. When you even getting to know me, it's just like come at me as if you was gonna come at your best man. If you don't know me, because it's like that's what's gonna establish that I can even take you serious. Cause I'm gonna come at you very respectful. I'm gonna come at you, you know what I'm saying, with the most respect. Look in your eyes, shake your hand. A lot of people that don't come like that, I don't even take them serious. You know what I'm saying? You already then cross yourself out. And like as far as the people I'm locked in with, man, like I say, just the main thing, just like the appreciation that comes with it. That's a lot that come with me as far as like on the good terms of things. You ain't showing you really appreciate. I don't feel like the respect there as much as it should be. So that just really what it be. You know what
for
I'm saying?
sure.
But what about you though?
I like that. Mine's gonna kind of fall close to what you saying. Um, mine's more so in the factor of if I didn't held myself accountable to get to a certain part in life or held myself to a certain standard, respect me on the standard that I carry myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I hold myself to the standard and you know like okay, this is his standard, like and sometimes he go above that. Don't ever think that you could treat me less than.
Yeah.
And most of the time I don't even give you the opportunity, but if you even try, yeah, that's like a nah, that's a non-negotiable. I'm not even gonna give you the opportunity to even think that you can disrespect me or discount me or make me lower than. And the reason why I can really attest to that is because by me being short statured, I had to always growing up I had to always prove myself. But now I'm at the age I don't have to prove myself. You know, I'm just improving.
Right.
You know, so with that being said, you see the accolade, you see the trophy, you see the awards. Don't I earned this. You know what I'm saying? Like I really earned this. So you can never try to trick me out my spot. You can never think that you better than me or anything like that. You know, because I'm always stand 10 toes down on the person of who I am, and I'm always striving to be the best version of myself. So even if I'm not where I want to be, I'ma still carry myself as the person that I envision myself to be because I'm holding myself to that standard. And you have people around here that's insecure within themselves and they gonna project.
Yeah.
They gonna project who they are onto you as if you not him. I'm showing you I'm that. Like you can see it. I'm not just talking. So you gonna respect me at the level that I hold myself to. Because you not there yet, don't dare come to me and make it seem like I'm not that. Now you gotta do some work on yourself and just continue to work on yourself so you can build yourself up there. So yeah, that would be like mine.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a real standing on the standard. That's actually a good one because people really will play with you if you allow it. And once you allow it, it's hard to get it.
Come on
You might
now.
as well honestly like chunk it up by that. You have to come in like really firm on the stuff that you stand on and believe in. Like
Hmm.
that's even man, how I used to even roll myself. Like back like a little bit back in the day, man, I used to probably be one of the hardest people to meet. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew what that person that's meeting me is getting from me once if we get locked in. So you gotta come real. You gotta come right, man. You gotta like be able to go through that fire of first meeting me
Yeah,
before you get to the side of deciding being bro on now. You know what I'm saying? Being a couple of my bros on. You know what I'm saying?
it's earned.
Like, you gotta earn it, man. Coming in thinking everything obligated. That's how people start getting entitled.
Yep.
You know, to certain stuff when it comes down to it. Like I said, I'm the type of person to take my shirt off my back for you. Don't expect me to take my shirt off my back for you. Let me offer it. You feel me? Like, don't pull up to the situation and forget your shirt because you know I'm gonna get my shirt. Like, I ain't.
Yeah. No,
So
don't misuse me. You can use me. Don't misuse me now.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just stand on the standards, man. You
For
gotta keep
sure.
it real.
So what would be your boundary, or if you have a moment in your past where somebody like really crossed a major boundary that was just like, why would you do that? You know, and it really affected you. What's one of those boundaries um, that somebody crossed in your life that made you one question them as a person or an individual? Um, yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I can't really do nothing but laugh at this. But I can't really give an example off the top of the head, really,
Okay.
because I'm like I see myself such a as a high like a high regard person. Like when it comes down to like how I see myself and
Hmm.
how I treat others, sometimes I have to readjust myself because of the fact that people don't always go about situations like I would. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes to me that can come off a little disrespectful to me. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Like so, like it's hard to give an example, man, because it's my brain is everywhere
I feel
right
you.
now.
I
So,
definitely
but
feel you.
it has been those times. I haven't really been like disrespected up front, like where I had to just let somebody know um, in my adulthood at all. But you know, if I was to give something, I'd be like, man, just go back to the topic, like just address me and respect me like a man. We can play around, joke around, and just certain stuff. You just gotta know, you gotta read the room with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't really no hard person to get along with at all. You just when it comes down to me, you gotta read the room. Um, and I'm more of a go with it as it go type of person, meaning like different people for me I may move the sticks for certain stuff for like certain people I don't everybody from Memphis, certain people I don't check, you know what I'm saying? But certain people I go in on. Some people joke on certain stuff that we ain't supposed to joke on.
No.
And it's just different folks, different stroke, really. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it just come down to me knowing that you respect me as a man. We can rock.
Yeah.
So yeah, what about you, guys?
Hearing you speak, I think I had a couple things. So, like, I feel like one of our boundaries that we establish within our relationship is the bitch word.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
could never, boy. That's a non-negotiable. I ain't telling. Ain't no playing. Ain't none of that. Like that's. I think that's one of my like top boundaries. Like don't ever fix your mouth to call me no bitch. Like nah.
We ain't gonna never be in a position for you to even cross that line. So if you cross that line, it ain't no question of shit. Like,
Yeah, we fighting.
yeah, we can get down. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna
yeah.
lie.
That ain't no. And then you have some people that would gaslight you, and they the one that called you that.
Yeah,
Like, you see, you acting like a. I'm acting like it because I'm holding myself to a standard and saying, no, don't call me that. That's just like somebody don't want to be called a nigga. Perfect example. One of my line bros, we was online and he was like, don't call me no nigga. I'm like, nigga, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a common, like, I've never heard no black person say, man, don't call me that. But I respected it at the moment, like, what? Like, what you mean? Like, I was really joking though, but I said, all right, cool. Later on, he called me a bitch. And I'm like, I
oh,
said, yeah. I said, nah, see, now that's my word. Like, nah, don't call me that. He said, well, you call me a nigga. I said, oh, okay, we can make it true. Like, I ain't gonna call you that. Don't call me no. Be like this. Like, you can't even compare the word nigga and bitch. Like, you can't even compare as far as men. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I respect what he meant. Like, that's what I don't like to be called. That's what he don't like to be called. So okay, cool. There was a boundary that we just don't cross. I'm not gonna call you no Nick. Now it been some time where I slipped up because that's just in our culture, that's just a word that we use. Should we use it? No. I could say that, we shouldn't use it. But them bitches, that's fighting words. But in certain cities and certain states, they say that. Hey, bit, don't no.
that was like I'm from New Orleans, so like that's one of the highly used. That's how they address each other. So
Yeah,
like
what's
I had,
happening, bit?
I had to, with me, I had, when it come down to my kinfolk, I'm like, man, I rock like that.
Yeah,
But
not with me.
it's funny though because we had a conversation with, if y'all familiar with the one we had a conversation about like 2 months ago about like playing basketball. We were, telling them about like our boundaries of the big world. I know, shout out to my brother Z, he was like, when we got a basketball court, a lot of folks be on that, this, that, but you just gotta play ball. So that's why, like, for me, it just like, can't flow with that. Like, I just can't flow with it. It
Nah.
don't matter because I feel like I said, you let people take an inch, they're gonna take a mile, bro. So it goes beyond that basketball point where people just start, start to get a little bit more comfortable in a way that you don't like to be addressed. So it just like come with that respect, man. Like how you gotta nip that shit right there in the bud, even if it causes a scene to stand on your respect. Because as a man, all the men that's watching this, that's gonna watch this, man, you ain't a man about respect, man. You really a man of men. Everybody will walk over you, man. You gonna never feel like a man. You
Yeah,
feel me? So
yeah,
I'm personally willing. It may sound foolish to many, but I'm willing to like die by my respect. That's how I value myself.
yeah,
So
for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In GTA, too. Die in GTA. You can't say certain words. Tripping.
Mm. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Interesting, interesting.
yeah,
Okay. I think one of the last thing I want to talk about, like when it comes to the boundaries, I think it's very important that we hold we hold ourselves to them boundaries and we stand on them boundaries. Like even when it comes to relationships, you could tell somebody your boundary, and this is why respecting boundaries go hand in hand. You could tell somebody one of your boundaries, and then they'll still do it, and then you check them on that boundary. Now they try to gas like you and make you feel like you tripping. Like, no, I already told you this what I don't like, this what I do like. I don't like to be called this, I don't like that, I don't, X, Y, and Z. So when you do it and not check you, it shouldn't be no confrontation because I already told you. So now if I take actions of what I already told you I don't like, if you didn't cross that boundary and you can't own up to it,
they love that victim, man.
come
Some
on,
people
man,
like
that
to play
victim
the victim.
mentality, I
Yeah.
can't do
A
that.
lot of people don't like to be. They just don't like to be confronted. Or they don't like to feel like what they call a chick. When you like, stop them and let them know what it is. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like, as a real person, real man, but it may sting a little bit.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You might can bite back a little bit, but if you wrong, then just take it out because you'll be more respected that way.
Come
Try to
on
be
now.
tough and be wrong. You be tough and wrong,
Exactly.
and blows towards your proportion. Hold from going ahead and taking that accountability and moving on. The respect will just be there. It don't always look like you're scary or it don't always look like you're inferior. Like
Hmm.
anything, you elevate yourself. Not a lot of people take accountability, and if that was the case, the world just really won't be.
Yeah.
So be different, like everybody vouched to be. You gotta be different. Want to be different. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Be
Yep.
that person.
Because when you do that, you playing in that person's face. Don't. And as for me, I'm an empath, so I can feel energy, I can feel emotions, I can sense, and I have a quite good bit of discernment. So my intuition, I ain't saying I'm always right about it, but you can never play in my face. And I would even let you know, like, I can indirectly let you know that I sense the bullshit. Like, I'll let you know. I might not say nothing, but I might ask questions or give you a certain look or change my energy, you know. But people know me. If you do something, I'm gonna just look at you. I'm gonna just look at you. And to let you know, like I'm gonna change my energy to let you know that I read your energy. I felt your energy. So you can't even play me. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like another like a disrespect and boundary thing for me. Like, don't play in my face. Don't make one thing seem as if it was something else to try to best suit how you feel. Cause I run across manipulators. Don't manipulate a situation to best suit your perspective of whatever the argument or disagreement is to make yourself seem like you right when you know you was wrong. and then manipulate the situation to try to make it seem like you crazy or you tripping. Like, don't do that. Like, now I realize now I have to just, you got it. I can't even go back and forth. Like, manipulators, I'm starting to sense that more and more now. Like, because you can't even argue with a manipulator. They're gonna turn it around every time.
There's some
And
cold ones too, man. Some folks really have you question yourself
you be
just
like,
a little bit.
yeah, was I really? And then you be like, nah, hell no. Because then you think about it, you be like, I wasn't even talking about that, but you took another situation to try to converge it over to this situation to try to make it make sense to another. You're like, bro, I wasn't even talking about that. What are you talking about? You manipulate the whole situation, the whole conversation to the point where it's like, we can't even finish the conversation. And you too stubborn to admit that you manipulated the conversation. Now you want me to submit to your delusion, and that's crazy. That's like, bro, like,
Them folks become addicted so fast. You'll be the person to address it, and they be